I'm gonna stop right here. All right, we're gonna do it real quick. What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles. We have a 2000, I think it's a 12. Oh, hold up. 12, yes, I was right. 2012 Honda Fury. It has been blacked out. I think wheels are blacked out stock. These have all been blacked out. It's pretty blacked out. Or as people call it, murdered out. It's a very interesting bike. Let's take it for a spin. Let's take a look at it real quick. The Honda Fury is rocking, of course, a V-twin liquid-cooled. Honda chose to put the 5-speed in here, and it's weighing in at 681 pounds, 56 horsepower, but the big kicker number is 78 foot-pounds of torque. This is a fun bike. I can't wait to take it for a spin. Let's do it. Alright guys, I have a rather large words of wisdom for you guys, because I kept on, I was like, well, that verse doesn't really stand alone, so I got like half the page. This is Proverbs 2. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commandments within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, if you look for it as silver and search for it as hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk as blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of the faithful ones. Let me take this off so it doesn't blow away. Let me just stick it in my pocket. And then I'll fill you guys in on what we're talking about with that verse. It's so interesting, and I'm the worst at this. You know, what do most of us spend most of our life doing? We're searching for something. Am I right? We're all searching for something, and most of the time we're searching for make more money or happiness, or we have this idea that we can get happy. We're like, well, that's not really for money, but we think that money will bring us happiness, and we're always searching and working and striving to be thinner because it's going to make us happier, or to have more money because it's going to make us happier, and all these things, when we're searching for the wrong thing, guys. It's not about, a motorcycle will not make you happy. Do not come to me and say, Sean, I'm not happy. I need a motorcycle to make me happy. I might sell you one, but I'm not gonna let you think that that's gonna make you happy. We should be out there searching for wisdom. That's knowledge. That will make your life better. Although motorcycles are fun, I will admit motorcycles are tons of fun. Love motorcycles. But if you got problems, if you got in your heart problems, this won't change it. It's like what people say about money. Money just pumps up whatever if you were a jerk, money's gonna make you even more of a jerk. If you are super generous, money makes you even more generous. It doesn't change you. Alright guys, let's talk about this bike. The Honda Fury is a very interesting bike. I think it came out around 2009, and when it first came out, it did not sell very well. I'm saying that because the dealerships I was going to had like old years sitting there for years, you know what I mean? Like 3 years later, they still had like the old ones sitting there. So what they were, all right, so if you had to compare this to another motorcycle, a Yamaha, this would be compared to the Raider. A little bit smaller in displacement, not as muscle, not as muscle prone as the Yamaha Raider, but it's that same styling where you sit inside the bike. I'm actually very comfortable sitting on this bike. I like the way the bars come back to me. I like that. That feels kind of a, you know, Honda Rune-ish, where the bars just come back to me. This long tank, it's very stylish. No, let's hop off. Is anyone behind me? Oh, someone's behind me. I think the bike is actually a pretty stylish bike. It's very unique. You get that. What Honda did with this bike, I just burned my ankle on the exhaust. What Honda did with this bike was they took these bikes at all the, you know, cool looking stretched out tanks and all these chopper guys and all these custom companies that are selling for $100,000. They took that bike and made it drivable. They made it reliable. They made it actually perform in anything other than a straight line. And hey, that's awesome. Like, and that's not cheap either. You know, when those guys are designing those bikes, and I'm not talking about Honda, when the custom guys are designing bikes, they pretty much, they have a wheelbase and their goal is style. It's more of an art form. It's an art form that you kind of drive, but do you really like driving it? I've ridden some big bad jobbers. They're horrible to drive. They're not fun. The only cool thing about them is people are looking at you. They're laughing at you. But you know, some guy out there some kid who's 4 is like, wow, Dad, that's so cool. And the dad's like, ah, that's stupid. It's not even safe. But then you got a bike like this where everything was engineered. It wasn't just, yeah, style came in, but then the engineers came in and said, hey, listen, it's gotta be able to turn. You can't have a bike that you can't turn. Let's fix it. Let's put this size tire. Let's, you know what I mean? And then they make it actually usable. And it's pretty comfortable too. It's pretty comfortable. Stock, these things did come with a, I don't think that person's supposed to be in that. That's not like that's not a field. That's a farm. That guy is growing grass on a farm. That's not a field for you to be playing with your dog. Oh well. When these things came from the factory, they did come with passenger pegs and a little passenger seat. I don't know where they at. I don't know what happened to them. And then, I don't know this for sure, but just from looking at the side of this bike, this looks very similar to the VTX 1300 engine. But it feels like it pushes out a little bit more power. So I don't know, maybe they use like the same case. I'm not sure what they did differently. If someone out there, internet, help me out. You guys are super smart. Some of you are just mean, horribly mean. If you guys have any information on that, of the I know all the VTX 1300s were all carbureted, and of course this is fuel injected. But I like driving this thing. It is unique. It is a head turner, and it's actually a comfortable, definitely reliable. It's a Honda, you know, forward controls. It's definitely a comfortable bike. It's something you could do you know, if this is your style of bike, you do a big trip on, and it's definitely in the category of a muscle bike. It's definitely in the category of a muscle bike. Now after this, Honda did, and my timeline might be a little off, but they did 2 other bikes. They did the Interstate, and then they did the State Line, and then I think they changed the name of the State Line and they rebranded it back to the Honda Sabre. That's how it looked like to me. I might be wrong about that. And it's a similar variation of this bike, just different tank, not as long, the front end's not as big, not as aggressive. a little more laid down, but still good looking, and they're still really good rides. These mirrors are junk. You might as well just throw these out. All right, you see what I did right there? I downshifted one gear too much. I downshifted into first. Holy cow! I downshifted into first gear while I was moving, and it just kind of locked the back tire up momentarily. Slipped out about 6 inches from me. That's why you gotta watch out for that. These mirrors are the worst. Okay, I mean, they have to be like so perfectly. If your head's not in the right spot, you can't see nothing. You might as well just throw them off, because they're stupid. If you're gonna have mirrors, make them usable. Alright, guys. Guys, if you're looking to transport your bike, you need the best tie-down straps out there. The only ones we use. Tank straps. Look in the link below. Check it out. Oh, you know what? Let's go do a 0 to 60 pull. Let's just do it. Let's do it. You know what? I'm not gonna make you guys drive the whole way to the highway. We're just gonna do a little magic. Bam! We're here. About to jump on the highway. About to do a 0 to 60 pull. Now, I decided to do my test drive in the cool of the day this morning, in the morn, and you guys know I'm rocking all my gear. Got my gloves on, not my gardening gloves, but I got these gloves on. Got my boots and my pants and my jacket, my high-vis jacket and my high-vis. Make sure this guy's not gonna try to turn in on me. All right, I'm gonna stop right here. All right, we're gonna do it real quick. Right there. Right when it blipped. Right when it hit the rev limit was 60. So guys, if you don't know, if you're just checking out the channel, we do have some cool products that we do sell. We sell the best tie-down straps out there. They're called tank straps. Amazon, go to our store, whatever. Look in the link below. But we are currently working on a couple more products, and probably the next two we're going to launch are gloves. There's a lot of good gloves out there, but do you really know how good the gloves are until you actually test them, and actually test them in a fall? The gloves that we're gonna put out, we have one type of glove. They're more like a tactical style. It'll be good for, you know, any type of rider, cruiser, sport bike. But the cool thing about them is they're gonna be lined with Kevlar. Kevlar is one of the baddest materials out there. They're gonna be lined with Kevlar. They're gonna be made in America, and I'm pumped. They're not going to be the cheapest gloves out there, but they're not going to be the most expensive gloves out there. But they're going to be cool looking, and they are going to be tough, and we are going to put them to the test and show you guys that these are the baddest gloves. So if you guys are looking at buying gloves sometime soon, maybe consider waiting and wait till we put out this product. I'm pretty pumped about it. I can't wait. I can't wait to start wearing my own brand of gloves that I helped design. And when I started doing some research on how intense Kevlar is, I was like, wow, this is nuts. Kevlar is really, really tough. It's like 9 times tensile strength stronger than steel. Insane. All right, guys, that wraps it up. There's the highway run. This thing's great on the highway. I actually like this bike a whole lot more than what I thought I would. They do come in cool colors. If you like that murdered out flat black, which a lot of people do, this is a great bike. They also make one with a red frame, like black and a red frame. They got some cool stuff. They got some cool colors where like they'll change the frame color, and I think that's pretty cool looking. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? This does have an aftermarket exhaust on it. And it sounds not that bad. I don't mind it. It is rad. It's kind of cool looking. All right, guys. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? We'll see you guys later. Subscribe. What's up, guys? I'm Sean. Thanks for watching that great video. And as always, click down here to subscribe. And here's the next fun video for you guys to watch. We'll see you guys next time.
And that wasn't far enough away.
And I had no clue. I'm just gonna tell you guys to back off. Train your bikes, and listen, it's not what you're riding, but where are you going? We'll see you guys later.